Well, we stopped off in this little village right outside of Rivne, and we had a breakfast of ice cream and powdered coffee at this little cafe right here. And we got watched by a family of geese as we ate our breakfast, and got to see a really nice old Soviet truck there on the side of the road. I don't think it still runs anymore. The grass is growing up through the tires and stuff, but it's pretty cool to see those old relics. And you've got a grate over here. Let's see if am I getting this? Yeah, right there. You've got a great stork's nest on top of that water tower. So it was a really nice little village. It's pretty obvious that most of the people that live in this village work in the nearby town. We're only about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes outside of Rivne, and I've been driving pretty slowly. So, I mean, these houses are in really good shape. Like, you look at this one over here. I mean, they've obviously got a city income living out here, and that's what most of the ones on the roadside look like. But I'm thinking if we were going to drive deeper into the village, we might see some of the people who actually live here permanently, you know, and make their subsistence level farming here. There's definitely a lot of large gardens bordering on small fields, and the area around here is farmland, and it really reminds me of Iowa and Kansas. Well, we're going to keep driving, and next stop should be the Tunnel of Love. Okay, here we are in the Tunnel of Love. It's a 6-kilometer long stretch of railroad tracks that run through a forest. You can see it just creates this beautiful tunnel overhead. It's kind of full of bugs. I'm not sure if you can see them flying in the camera, but
we can definitely feel them.
Yeah, we can definitely feel them. But yeah, if you turn around, you can see it goes on just basically forever in both directions. We're only a half a kilometer in, maybe, but we're gonna keep going. Don't know if we'll make it to the end or not. Unfortunately, it's a you know, there and back. It doesn't form a circle. It'd be really cool if they had like a 6-kilometer wide circle that you could walk. But well, we're having fun, enjoying the great outdoors. So if there's one thing I can say about the Tunnel of Love, it's bring mosquito repellent, because we're wearing it and the mosquitoes are still terrible. They're just everywhere, flying in clouds around us, and it's well, you know, I guess mosquitoes need love too. But we made it about a kilometer in, and we're now making our way back to the car. Maybe stop and get ourselves a cup of coffee at the little cafe at the end of it, and continue on. Okay, so we've come to Klavansky Castle, which is obviously kind of a abandoned and derelict fortress, parts of which date back from the 15th century. There's no one else here. There's like graffiti. It's obviously completely unmaintained, and it's totally explore at your own risk. So let's go risk. Here's the entrance, and over here you've got Natalia, and kind of a little scary area back there. Let's go take a look. Go on in here. You can see that they've done some updating. They've got some, like, there's tile up, and yeah, it's just a mixture of, yeah, you can see here this is some like quasi-modern tile work. It's, you know, it's a little fixer-upper. It's a little place that we could probably, you know, we could probably pick this place up for about 10 grand and put some work into it. I mean, I can see a little bit of steel sticking out up there. So this is, you know, reinforced concrete. I don't think they were doing that in the 15th century. I mean, I know the Romans did it, but looks like we've got some remains of a painted ceiling here. Well, let's keep exploring, see what we find. So there's like nothing here that says much about the castle, but we're obviously in the central courtyard here. Looks like we've got some like barracks or something. Now, I mean, it's obvious that this has been used and, you know, fell out of use maybe, what, you know, 100 years ago or something? Remains of a wooden roof up there. You got some metal roofing over there. Really strange place. Oh, there's a charming, that must be an outhouse. Got a little outhouse over there. Completely overgrown, completely abandoned. And yet it was on the tourist map that we took a picture of when we were at the Tunnel of Love. So it was, you know, spot number 14 out of about 40 different places to visit in this area. Interesting little bit of history where you've got a mixture of, I don't know what these holes are for. Were these bathrooms or these like post holes or something? I don't know. They're all teardrop shaped. I think those are the remains of, we got the remains of some toilets here. And look at all this green that they fertilized. So they didn't go completely to waste. Got a little path going back here. Let's see what's back here. Takes us back into the fortress again. Whoa. Oh, you look right up. Boy, this doesn't seem like a safe place to be. As I said, explore at your own risk. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to be putting my weight on that. Not going to put my weight on that floor. This is kind of a really cool hidden treasure. It seems like they could make a lot of this if they wanted to. Well, so I think we pretty much explored the ruins here, and according to the sign over there, the last time this place was used was in 1831. So it's been a little bit, but it was a cool little side excursion, neat little thing to see, hidden away here in this little village near the Tunnel of Love. So I think we're off to the Basalt Towers next. Let's see what that's all about. Well, the lady at the cafe we just stopped at to use the restroom wondered why we were coming to look at the basalt pillars, and she said they were just a bunch of rocks. Well, we haven't found the basalt pillars yet, but we did kind of find the quarry. All quiet for the weekend. And I think I saw where we're supposed to be, because that's where everybody else is. But I'm not seeing any really interesting rock formations yet. So I guess we're going to keep searching. Here we've got the old granite business. It's all closed up though. You can see the second floor is totally abandoned. And although the sign says they work from 8 to 12 and from 13 to 17, I don't think they're still in business. The sign's still up though. The warehouse behind it looks pretty deserted though. Got some old rusty containers and big piles of stone back there. Well, I think we're going to circle around and see if we can come at this place from the other side and get up to where we saw a bunch of people kind of on a sand embankment enjoying the water, and maybe that's where these granite pillars are. Well, we found the basalt, and it's kind of neat. The lady at the cafe was partially right. I mean, it is just a bunch of rocks. It's like not super high. I mean, that's as high as it goes right there. But there's not a whole lot of it. But you can see You've got this beautiful emerald lake here from where the quarry used to be. I can't imagine how deep this thing is. I bet it goes pretty deep. But nice little afternoon hike. Took us about 10 minutes to hike up to here from our car, so wasn't too strenuous. And found that little red spot over there. Somebody's lost coat. It's been there for a while. Pretty rotted out. I hiked over to it and got a good look at it. It's a beautiful little hidden place here in Ukraine. It's amazing what you can discover with a rented car instead of taking the train. If we took the train, we would have missed all this. We wouldn't have seen anything. Sometimes it's worth taking these little side trips. You know, Lviv's about a 6 to 8 hour drive from Kiev if you just go straight there. But we're taking 2 days for it, so lots of things to see in the meantime. Who knows what's next? Well, stay on this video and find out. This here behind me is probably an old Soviet bus stop or something, or it might be an old entrance to a village, but I'm pretty sure it's a bus stop. And it's covered in this beautiful tile work. Come over here. We've got a mermaid, maybe to bring us good fishing, and looks like a woodsman, maybe with an axe. We've got a backdrop with some jellyfish and some seahorses there. It's just a neat little, and it's on this country road that I mean, there's a little bit of traffic on this main road here, but not much. This is kind of just on the road to little villages and those basalt rocks. We're on our way back to through several small towns, and there's a lot of these little ones. This one's more abandoned than most. Some of them still function as bus stops, but I just think they're little pretty things that have been put up and like to enjoy beauty. So I stop and look at them. Okay, so we had to scramble up a muddy hill to get here, and I fell about halfway down and was helped by a kind bystander. They stopped my fall from me going all the way down. Well, my pregnant wife made it all the way up without any help. And all of it was to pretty much just see, well, not what we came here to see, but it's a nice little meadow. We got a nice view of the countryside over there. So, it wasn't a total waste. But my hands are all muddy, and my knees are all muddy. And I hope that we don't have to go back down that, because it's basically just a mudslide. Well, maybe this little path here is going to take us to the fortress of cockroaches, which is the thing we're looking for. Cockroach Fortress, here in Cockroach Town, Ukraine. And I'm not kidding, that's actually the name of where we're at. Well, at least that's what the name means in Russian, although it's Ukrainian, so might not mean the same thing. Okay, so we're exploring this fort, and we came down a tunnel that was about 30 or 40 meters long. We're about halfway down it. And this is a little side chamber where they would have defended the fort from. And on the ground down here, look at what we found. Give me some light, Dave. I'm sure they're animal bones. Okay, so here we are back in the tunnel again. Just came out of this side chamber here, and this is all being filmed by the flashlight on Natalia's cell phone. So now we're going to continue on up and see what's in the fortress itself. Okay, so this is the tunnel going up, but we've decided to take another side passage here, and Natalia's using her flashlight to illuminate as best she can, but there's absolutely no lighting here. There's nobody taking any tickets. This is another one of those explore at your own risk, which I just love that they have that here, because you know, if this was in America, it would either, you know, you'd either have to pay 20 bucks to tour it, or it would be completely off limits. But oh, this is going to lead us up and outside, it looks like. Oh, cool. So here's like a little, I think that probably goes back up to the path that we came down to get here. So this will be a little shortcut to get back to the car. So now we are back into the darkness. Here we go. And this is kind of slippery. It's a little bit wet, especially around the edges. And we are slowly making our way down, hand in hand. And we'll see what happens when we get to the fortress. All right, so here we go. Up, up, up. We really don't know anything about this fortress. There's been no signs or anything like that telling us anything about it, except for the sign on the highway that said Cockroach Fortress this way. Here we got some side passages again. It's probably hard to tell, but those go up fairly steep. And it just rained. It's been kind of raining off and on, so here we are, coming back out into the sunlight to this beautiful old brick fortress. Wow, this place was pretty secure. It looks like you've got this huge outer wall that we just kind of walked through that's like built into the hill, and the big old gap in between. And then you've got these really deep buildings over here that, I mean, there's no sign saying keep out, so let's go in. All right. Ooh, what's on back here? Let's make sure the wife can get in here without any problems. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now we're going to come back here and see what's going on in this little chamber. Oh, this is not a little chamber. This runs the whole length of the fortress. Okay then. Well, we'll step on inside and take a look. Okay, so here we go again into a dark chamber behind me. Looks like there's somebody already back there with flashlights, but there's no light in here, as you can probably see, at all. I don't think anything's visible at all, except for, yeah. Okay, figured out how to use my camera and the flashlight at the same time, so we've just got a little bit of light at least. It is really moist in here. I think you can like see the moisture and the dust particles flying in front of the camera. That's what that is. Looks like I'm in the middle of a dust storm. You can barely see it in here though. With my eyes, I don't really see it. I don't really notice it. Oh man, there's more. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go back there. I don't know what's going on back there, but I'm gonna have to go. Okay. Where does that goes down? That slants down quite a bit. Looks like it goes outside. And up here, it looks like it also goes outside. So let's go back and see if we can get Natalia to come with us. You want to come with us, love? Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's any more castle to explore back there, so let's go back into the other room. And let's go up into this little chamber here. Man, this place is just... Okay, here we go. Through the murkiness. Oh, we got this huge round chamber here. I wonder what this was. This is maybe a tower or something, but it doesn't go up anywhere. It's just a dome with a closed top to it. So, I don't think we're lost. I don't think a lot of people come this far into the thing though. Okay, this is downright spooky because like, yeah, we're not lost, love. We're not lost. Look, there's sunlight. It's getting warmer up here, so I think this must be a passage that leads us outside, or it's just a higher level. No, I don't see any sunlight coming in this way. So, okay, this is like a genuine adventure. I mean, this is pretty freaky. We've got a cool staircase going up. I feel like I'm in a dungeon right now. Like, this is a Dungeons and Dragons game. We are exploring ruins, and I am expecting if we find any wooden boxes, they will probably try to bite me. Do we go down? Or do we go left? Or go right and continue up? Let's go right. I'm gonna roll the 6-sided die and let the dice decide. Oh, okay. A glimpse of the out of doors. All right. We're continuing on through this poorly lit dungeon using our electric torches. Oh, here we are. We made it out. Look at that. Oh, the world is still green and alive. All right, well, ooh, look at these hinges. That's some nice hinges. This thing had a pretty serious door on it at one point. Well, all right, let's delve deeper. What have we got here? Okay, so I always have this 100 things for people to do if they want to be really good at playing Dungeons and Dragons. And exploring Cockroach Castle in Ukraine is definitely on that list. We are going down some stairs right now there's no handrail, they're fairly steep. And I'm just bracing myself against the wall. We're taking the steps very carefully, one at a time. Here we go. Into another dark corridor. Into another dark corridor. Where does it go? Now every time I shine that flashlight on my face, I completely lose my night vision. It's not pitch dark over here. We got a little bit of, there's some windows over there. A little bit of sunlight reflecting into our path. This place is so awesome. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of a long video, but I want people to appreciate what we're going through here. Now, if I turn the flashlight off, it would be almost pitch dark in front of us, I think. The only other light at this point is coming from other people's cell phones. What a time to live in, where everybody has a flashlight in their pocket. Now, another cool thing to do in a place like this would be to play paintball, right? Paintball or laser tag would be absolutely amazing in a place like this. Be careful, there's no floor there. Oh, there's some stairs. There's some stairs. Do we want to go down and see what's down below? I think we do. Stairs are wet, but the surface is pretty rough. So it's not too bad. Now these are all bricked in. These have the original places for archers to shoot incoming invaders. And here we've got these rusted steel hinges and door locks again. They're a place for a guy to just chill out and shoot anybody trying to get into the fortress that isn't supposed to be there. And you've got a double door here, and then it splits and leads you outside. So I'm more interested in what's between these staircases back here. Here we go, into the darkness. Down here we've got more little cubby holes. So anybody that breaks through those first, multiple levels of fortifications, even when they break through this door here, they've got to deal with guys coming at them from the sides. And then they got to break through, yet another door into this tunnel where they've got a bad angle as well. So let's see what happens. I know you can see the mist on the camera screen. It makes it even a little bit spookier. Okay, we've got this interesting room here. Yeah, it's really dusty in here. It is really dusty. It's just, there's so much moisture in the air and there's dust suspended in the moisture. Oh, back here we've got some actual little rooms. Maybe this is where people lived, or yeah, this doesn't go outside, so this would be like a storage room or something. Room number 57 is what it is. It is room number 57 and 58. And we're just going to continue on down this tunnel. I have no idea how far underground we are, but hey, there's sunlight over there, so we're fine. There's a little bit of hope shining into the darkness. Here's another little side room. Okay, I wish I had a map of this fortress, because this would make like an amazing Dungeons and Dragons adventure. And like this dust that you're seeing on the camera is, let's see, if I cover up my flashlight, oops. No, all you see is red. Okay, let me turn off my flashlight for a second. Oh, I can't do that. I was gonna see if it would make the dust any less. Oh, we've got some other explorers here. Oh, they brought headlamps. They were better prepared than we were. Ooh, what's in here?
What's in there?
Just another room. Oh, that's much better. Can I hold your phone? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so we've decided that I'm going to record with Natalia's flashlight because you don't get that weird effect from the dust as much. The dust is very much still here, but this makes it a lot easier to see if I can control my lighting a little bit. And room 66. Now we've got some stairs, just 2 stairs, and it ends in another one of these round chambers. It just takes us around in a circle. There's a little window up there. I don't know where that goes. Looks like it's bricked over just on the other side of it. Oh, and there's Natalia. Kind of freaking out because I took away her light source. She's if I ran away right now,
Please don't. This way?
Okay, we're making some direction sense checks right now. Thankfully, I've got my levels of Bard, so. Boy. Okay. All right, we're making our way back. And we're gonna go find some sunlight. And next time you see me, I will be in the open sun. You're walking through a mosquito-infested jungle, and you come upon a tunnel. Do you go inside? Of course you do. I think we've gotten past the point of no return, and we're kind of locked into finding our way back through this maze so that we can get back to our car. So let's see where this leads to. A little bit of a sample of the road that takes us back. Kind of got to take turns with everybody. Oh. Hey, there's a Honda Fit. That's a great vehicle. You can't stop. Oh. Well, this is why there's no admission price. Because if there was, they'd have to fix these roads. Oh, there we are, almost out to the highway again. Whoa.
God.
So here we are on another big square in Lviv, and we found a statue of, you'll never guess, Mr. Shevchenko. This guy's everywhere in Ukraine. He's got statues in every city. It's crazy. He must be somebody really important. I have no idea what he did. I guess he wrote some poems? Maybe I'm in the wrong line of work.